Hello and welcome back to Farming Simulator 2017 on Oakfield Farm. We're here in our lovely new Toyota Hilux 2.8. I think this is the D-Max. Might be wrong, not sure, but might notice we've got things in the back. Lots of things. Horse feed, in fact. A lot of you will already know what that means, but for those of you who don't, we are expecting a very special delivery. So let's rush back to the farm and find out what that delivery is. We actually got a very special delivery to the farm last night. The replacement for our John Deere was delivered to us very early this morning. Oh dear. Well, it is a Hilux, it's meant to go off-road. Not sure it's specifically meant to go over a roundabout, but that's what we've done. So, good thing about this truck is it is very powerful. It doesn't get to its maximum speed just quite as brutal as it used to, which is a good thing. But yeah. Stuck behind traffic. They're probably just going slow because they're jealous that our pickup is nicer than theirs. So we'll take this road for a change. And the reason for that is I think we left the gate open down this way anyway. So we need to go and have a look at that. I think some of these trees need to go too. We'll do that at some other point. So just in here I think it is. It's been a while since I've been this way. Yeah, just along here. We'll leave their gate open, they don't seem to mind too much. But this gate I think we should close. If I can, there we go. In the typical professional farmer manner. Swing it closed and then jump over it halfway through. So this shows off just how good this truck is off-road. The world's most bumpy road. I was going to get the Defender for this farm, but I think the Hilux is so much better. Well, I don't know about better, I've never actually used the Defender. But I do like the Hilux. So there's a reason we're closing our gates. We'll get to that in just a second. But before that, we'll just reverse our Hilux along here. It reverses at some speed. And come into our little shed here where our Fendt Favorite 926 is. This is a Vario. It's got the wide wheels. It's a beast of a machine. For some reason the wipers are stuck on. Or for some reason the wipers are on. It was raining last night. But yeah. Just look how wide this tractor is. Those wide tyres really make it look very aggressive. We will get some use out of this today. Hopefully we won't roll this one. Although with wheels like that on it I don't see that happening. So we'll head off into our actual farmyard. The other thing we need to do today is we're going to be using those lawnmowers. We've got some grass to cut today. Don't think I have any crops planted, which is a bit worrying, but that's okay. We have the cows, which should be bringing us in some money. If I just reverse the Hilux in here, open the rear hatch, turn off the engine, let's have a look here. Here is a brand new addition to the farm. This is horse. It is rideable. I have no idea how to refill its water. I'll just turn on the help window, see if we can see. Eating, drinking should be R, but I think we're too close to that open feeding bag there. So what I'll do is I'll just take this water and I will put it over here. Now I can bring our horse over here. We do need a name for this horse. So if you have a suggestion for the name, leave it in the comments below. I will let you decide what we should name the horse. It's very good camera angles in here. But yeah, this is going to be the little temporary stable for the horse. We'll maybe get something a bit more nice for it in the future. But for now, this is where I think it's a he or she. We've not decided yet where the horse will live. We'll just put our feed here for now. Actually, we don't really want to get him wet, so we'll put it in this little bit here. Oops. It turns out there's a bit of a step going up into that Hilux. Oh, that's going to fall. Don't want it to fall. So, little known fact about me, I actually did used to own a horse. He was an old one. Retired disability horse. It was used to teach disabled children how to ride. Didn't have him for too long. My circumstances changed and I was unfortunately no longer in the best situation to give him the care he required. And his field mate wasn't exactly a fan of him. Tried to do the impossible and keep a cob in the same field as him, but it didn't really work out. I would say as we expected, but kind of didn't really expect it to work out very well anyway. There's his little cart there as well, or her little cart. Let you decide. So, I do like this Hilux though. Very, very, very nice. It's very nice. I like it. Yeah. We'll go and get our new Fendt. I can't remember what that is. That's just a trailer. That's right. We'll go and get our new Fendt. And get our worker to follow us back up in the Toyota. It's a beast of a tractor. Not entirely sure that you would have the wide tyre setup on it, but either way, I like it anyway. So I just want you to no, not that one. I've been doing that all day today. So every episode I go to record, I've been getting in the wrong vehicle. So, kind of a pointless little trip, that one. Probably took me longer to set up Follow Me than it's actually going to be used for. But, what can you say? Some mods are just worth using. And, I am aware that there is a way to get these two join together. But I'm not going to do that because my personal favourite setup is this way. One on the front and then the double on the back. Do like that. Oops. Do like that setup. And I have no idea what field we're going to do. Should probably have a look at that. We own quite a number of fields. Can really even see where we are. We'll probably do... I think field 12 isn't grass, neither is field 13. Fields 9, 10 and 8 are. And obviously we've got our grass fields for our cows and our sheep. We don't have any sheep, so we may do that field, in fact. Turn this help window off. It's too big, gets in the way. This is a very nice tractor. I can't remember who actually done this mod, but I should have the name of the person in the description below this video. I think I've come the wrong way. What's that in there? What is this? Oh. Interesting old car there. Oh, this opens. Very interesting. Does that mean the other one opens too and it's just been left open this whole time? It has been. It's probably not good for security. So we need to figure out how to get into that field there. Should be somewhere around here. This seems to be where the wool spawns. It seems like we've got to go out of the farm here. Just open up our gate. We'll have to shut our gate behind us so that our unnamed horse doesn't get out. This setup is extremely unstable. The funny thing is I actually have the same setup in my West Coast map, which I don't think I've released the episodes for that just yet, but it seems a bit more stable in that one. And considering I have the more realistic game engine and things like that on that map, it's a wonder why I'm able to drive it better on that one than I am on this one. That's a huge field. We'll get plenty of grass out of this. We're just going to collect it as grass as well, in case anyone is wondering. What we'll do is we'll just close this gate behind us. No particular reason other than I expect we'll get in the way. Oh, back into our brand new shiny Fendt. I do like this one. Is it a Fendt? It is a Fendt, isn't it? Yeah, Fendt. And do all sorts of unfolding and things. So now that it's laid out like that, I'll just turn the front one on, turn the back one on, and we'll get cutting. Saying that, I wonder if there's a way to get this to windrow. Probably be helpful. Let me just check. Final corner hire worker, not that one. Hire worker, disable fuel, no, none of that one. Nope, apparently not. That's fine. I just have to buy a windrower. Not the end of the world. Might already have one. No idea. Can't remember the equipment that we have. Obviously this is just a spring cut, not going to get anything too dramatic with it. Could maybe be done with a slightly more powerful tractor. But I'll just go around the edges first and then I'll go back and forth. This is technically the sheep field, but we don't have any sheep, so it's fine. We need some grass for the cows, and then the rest of it I have plans for. I'm not going to bale any of it, that's for sure. Not out of this field on this cut. We may do that in summer. Probably what we'll do in summer, actually. Well, this is going to take quite some time. I should have maybe used our case for this. So now we are now down to 2 tractors rather than having 3, but we had 3 before, but one of them was kind of left in a shed. There is our field number 12 there. I should really get great demand at the spinnery for wool. Spinnery for wool. I don't have any wool, annoyingly enough. So this series I think is probably going to focus more on animals than arable, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. We are going to do some arable, obviously, just not loads of it. I do have a nice harvester that I'd like to use for the harvesting season. We're not going to buy it, we're just going to rent it. No point having a harvester sit there all year not doing anything. But not looking to get this field done perfectly or anything like that, just a little bit kind of rough to the edge. We'll do this whole section down here separately before we go all interesting around the edges, well, through the centre of the field, should I say. So we'll just come around here and round like this. Oh, we can also mow grass in reverse, I didn't know that. Also, this is all going to be windrowed and collected with our forage harvester, well, our forage wagon. Whatever that bit of equipment is called, I have no idea. I've drawn a complete blank on that one. So as soon as we can mow it in reverse, I'll just get into that edge there as well. Still a bit that we've missed, but still a little bit there. Probably the messiest mowing job anyone's ever done. But what we will do is, if I come around here, going to go back and forth across the field. Like so. Shouldn't take us too long. This is quite a big setup we have. It's not like the field is enormous. We have done a fair chunk of it already. Did miss a bit there. That's going to annoy the life out of me as well, even though I'm missing an entire strip here. Some of this will be used for the cows, like I mentioned. The rest of it will be put into other uses. But this is just the first step. We'll get it cut, we'll get it windrowed. Probably not in this episode. I may make this a slightly longer episode and windrow it. Or I may do that at the start of the next episode as a time lapse. The only way to tell is to continue watching. So obviously our John Deere's away now. The class was collected by its rightful owner. The neighbouring farm sent someone down to pick it up, which was very nice of them. We'll have to send them a thank you card for that one. We didn't put too much operation hours on it, but we did put a couple. I'm sure they won't be too upset with that. They were very kind to ask if we would make use of it, so we certainly needed it at the time. I wasn't expecting to roll the tractor, that's for sure. Not sure if anyone has seen that video, but that reaction that I had where I just kind of, I couldn't even believe it, to be honest. I just came around a bit and we fell over, which was slightly unfortunate. So we're roughly halfway through this field, I'd say. It does get wider, so maybe not, maybe about a third of the way through. Or a good way through the field. We may go and find out if we have a windrower on this episode, actually. That's something we probably will do. Kinda help to have one of those. But, it is a spring harvest, I'm not expecting any great big fancy deep windrows from this. just enough to kind of do us, you know, to make this worthwhile would be ideal. There is a mod that I was going to get, but obviously didn't. It was for the Krone Big M from Farming Simulator 2013, I think it was, that had it. Great big lawnmower that was. We may go and get that at some point, I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm not sure how my bank balance is actually looking, if I can take out a small loan from the bank and possibly buy a forage harvester. I think that would be quite nice to have a nice big harvester to collect a load of grass. You may just hire one, I suppose. It would be cheap to hire though. Hopefully the cows are paying their own way by now. With any luck they are. So, for anyone who hasn't watched the last episode, we now do have 50 cows. Which is not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. It's certainly a good start. 50 is better than none, and the milk will bring in some money. What we will do before the end of this episode is we'll take this tractor back to the farm and we'll go round to the cows on the unnamed horse. I'll wait a couple of episodes, and if the horse is still unnamed, I may name it myself. I think that might be the thing to do. Because obviously the channel is still young and I don't get that much in the way of comments. But the channel is progressing steadily. There was one day this week where I wasn't unable to upload anything, which was quite unfortunate. My internet basically died on me, so I wasn't exactly amused about that one, but it's all sorted now, and I'm back to daily uploads. I have some new and exciting content being uploaded as well, which is always nice. Some new games. I am working on even more new games as well, or at least new to the channel anyway. They're not brand spanking new shiny games out of the box or anything like that, but new to the channel games, which will hopefully add a bit of diversity to the channel. There's no way I'll ever be able to keep everyone happy and do the games that everyone wants to see, but hopefully I will at least get you know, most things right. There's only one way to find out, and that is to do it. This has taken a very long time. Very stripy field though. If we don't own a windrower, we will just hire one. Don't see any point in buying one just yet. We will buy one in the future, just not just now. We are going to need one in the future. Let's just go back and get those bits because I didn't miss any. It was an illusion. Those bits are just pretending to be longer. There is the infamous Field 13, the field that gave me many sleepless nights about if I was ever going to actually finish getting it ploughed. And the funny thing about it is it's not even the biggest field on this map. I still need to spray it and cultivate it before summer. I also need to seed it. No idea what I'm going to put in it. Probably some kind of root crop, I think. Probably will. In fact, that's what I'll do. I'll put a root crop in it because I have something there I would like to use. That's an idea. I'll do potatoes in it, I think. Maybe an episode or two before that happens. But these episodes I'm going to try and keep them to roughly half an hour long, give or take. But given that it's spring, I think I'm not going to have much choice but to start working into the night. And what I'll do is when it starts to get a bit dark, I will reduce the time speed, and that way I'm not doing a video that is completely in the dark. But we will we'll cross that river when we come to it. Right now, the river we're crossing is a grassy one. So if there's any other maps that you would like to see me maybe do a mini-series on, or just a showcase of, or maybe even a full-blown series on, then let me know. I may start a poll. I'll probably do that in its own video though, just to give it a bit of notoriety, so it's a bit more noticeable. In case someone hasn't watched this series, because you never know, maybe someone doesn't like Oakfield Farm, and then they wouldn't know to put their vote. So I will make a short video probably around the 5 minutes mark, and I will publish it roughly at the same time that episode 15 of Oakfield Farm comes out, because I plan on doing between 35 and 50 episodes of Oakfield Farm. That's not set in stone, but that is the intention. At the time of recording this, I think I have 9 uploaded, and this will be, let me think about this is going to make my head work a bit here. This will be episode 11 that I'm doing just now, so I will record all the way up to episode 15 on the same day I'm recording this, and then I will record that little that little video that I will post independently and see if I can feature it on my page, on my channel page. So if you're watching this and episode 15 has been released, then please go and check out my channel and cast your vote on that video. If the plan for that changes between now and then, I will obviously say in whatever video is relevant at the time. I'm not sure. We'll find out what happens. I'm not 100% sure on how everything on YouTube works yet, so we'll just see how it ends up being in the end. I'm quite interested in doing a couple of maps. As to whether or not they will be received on the channel is another matter, but hopefully this poll, or whatever it's referred to as on YouTube, will be the answer to that. And in case you're wondering, I actually do have a Twitter account for the channel. So if you have a Twitter account and you'd like to follow me for sneak peeks and previews and things like that, or even just a general discussion is also the easiest way to get hold of me, is through my Twitter account, then just search for Simulator YTube on Twitter. You should be able to find me. The icon for Twitter is the same as the channel art, or the channel icon should I say, and I do post on Twitter every time a video goes up. It automatically gets posted to Twitter, but I also post little teasers of upcoming things that I'm doing. That usually happens sometimes in the case of the West Coast, for example. I announced on Twitter about 3 weeks ago that I'm going to be doing the West Coast, and I haven't released episode 1 yet. Episode 1 is set to be released, well, by the time that this episode is released, the West Coast part 1 should be out, and possibly part 2 as well. But I'm not sure how many episodes of that will be out at the time this one is. I'm not sure when I'm putting the first one out, but that's the plan. So we'll just lift our equipment there and head back down to the farm. This is a really nice tractor. Now we've got it a little bit muddy. Mud texture on it's a little bit pixelated, but it was now, you know, this tractor's also in its beta stage, so it's not going to be perfect, but it's not far off it. Certainly a good model. Yeah, it's a very nice tractor. This tractor actually reminds me of the pretty reasonable mid-range tractor that you used to be able to get in Farming Simulator 2009. That was a very nice tractor. It's actually my favourite tractor at the time, and I have to admit I do like these tractors. They are a bit nostalgic for me. Our unnamed horse hasn't run away. That's always nice. Hasn't run away to join the horse circus or anything. So we'll just close up if it lets me. Are you going to let me? Do I have to be on the other side? I like how these gates can be used, but sometimes they're the single most irritating things ever. It sometimes lets you do it from this side, it sometimes doesn't. It's just irritating. So we're going to park our equipment here this time. I know that this is a shed behind us, but I think it's a root crop shed. It's a refrigerated shed anyway. So based on that, I don't mind blocking the door because I'm not going to need it for a little while. I'll just lower this front more off to the side here. And I'm going to leave the Fendt here as well, because we're going to take the unnamed horse out. It needs to refuel. It needs more water and hay. It does use water and hay while it's sat here. I'm not sure if I can... It sounds stupid, but you can't turn the engine off on it. Our water's finished. We've got plenty of food here though. You just had to open another bag, didn't you? So it does look a bit jumpy and silly, but yeah, it's a bit different. I don't dislike it by any measure. It's kind of amusing. It's nice to be on a horse rather than in a tractor. A full 19 mile an hour. It's faster than some tractors too. That's a wheelie bin. So yeah, this is our horses unnamed. This is our cows, you unnamed horseshoe. Say hello. Yeah? No? Hi. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm maybe losing my mind slightly. But yeah, we don't have a windrower, so we'll start the next episode by buying one of them. And we're just going to put the horse back in its stable. Oh, it's so difficult to control it. It's like someone's taking the animation for Donkey from Shrek and sped it up. It's almost comical. This would go along with that comedy music from Laurel and Hardy. I do have the troughs for the horse out there. So yeah, you can stay there and do horse things. So we're going to take our class down to the shop. We've not been in it in a little while. Sorry, a case, not a class. And I'm kind of tempted to change it slightly actually. I would like to customize it. Put the crawler tracks back on it. Okay. So yeah, this is what the tractor looks like when you buy it from the shop without any customizations. I just kind of wanted to put these on for a change. No real reason for it whatsoever. But yeah, what I should do is I'll end this episode here and continue the next one immediately after this one. So if you are enjoying this series, don't forget to like this video with a thumbs up. Leave me a comment on a name for our unnamed pony. And if you enjoy the content of my channel and you have not yet subscribed, then please feel free to do so, and let your friends know about the channel too, and suggest they subscribe, because it all helps, and it would be much appreciated. Thanks for watching this episode of Oakfield Farm, and I will see you